Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news. Deposit insurance and financial stability are getting involved in a tricky mix. But first up, in the US, there were two competing PMIs for April released overnight. The closely watched local one recorded a contraction, although less than expected and less than in March. The internationally benchmarked one recorded a small expansion after a minor contraction in March. Both suggest that price pressures are not yet easing. And we should note that JP Morgan Chase was the winner in the FDIC auction to take over the failed First Federal Bank. They beat out two other bidders, PNC and Citizens Bank. Meanwhile, regulators are reviewing their deposit insurance scheme there, one that was found wanting during the recent turmoil. Rather than protecting deposits to a limit, they face having to expand it to some sort of unlimited version. Interestingly, financial markets have shrugged off worries about bank health. In Japan, their PMI is neither expanding nor contracting, which is an improvement from March. New order levels are firmish, but price pressures are being passed on there. And China is still on its Golden Week holiday. Some financial businesses will start returning on Thursday, though. Travel volumes on the first day of this holiday were reportedly strong. But in commodities markets, prices for most raw materials are still retreating as confidence China will build back better evaporates. In India, their factory PMI rose to a good expansion with increases in new orders and output. In Australia, all eyes will be on their central bank and their monthly rate review, due at 4:30 New Zealand time today. No changes expected from the current 3.6% level, even though inflation remains high and sticky at well over 6%. The US Treasury 10-year yield starts today at 3.58% and up a very sharp 15 basis points from this time yesterday. And the price of gold will start today at $1,982 an ounce. That's down $9 from day-ago levels. And oil prices have fallen $1 from yesterday at just under $75.50 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is just under $79 a barrel. Yesterday's weak Chinese PMI data is undermining this price. And the Kiwi dollar is little changed against the US dollar, now at 61.7 US cents. Against the Aussie, we're a half a cent softer at 93 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're up marginally to 56.2 euro cents. That all means our trade weight index is now at 69.8, and actually little change since this time yesterday. Get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.